5 years ago, I got paid 800 euros for a website that took me 1 week to build. Last week, I just finished a project that brought me in 5,000 euros and it took me just about 1 day to build. In both cases, the client got what they wanted and I was happy. But what was different was my pricing strategy. What's up, people, and welcome to Developer Habits, a YouTube channel for software engineers interested in growth mindset, developer lifestyle, and technical tutorials. In this channel, I tend to share some universal knowledge that you can use in order to level up as a developer. In today's video, I'm going to share how I've priced my projects as a freelancer so that you too could earn more money and motivate yourself to freelance. The 3 pricing strategies. I've been freelancing since I was a teen, and in the beginning, it wasn't about money, because I got to do what I loved, great websites and beautiful designs. But as I've grown older, I've started to value more my skills, experience, and time. And that's why the way I price my projects has also changed. In the big picture, I believe that there have been 3 main pricing strategies that I've used, and in this video, I want to share them with you. Hourly based pricing. Most people working full-time get paid for the amount of time that they spend at work, meaning hourly based pricing or salary. I believe that hourly based pricing makes lots of sense in projects when there are tons of unknowns and ambiguity. The reasons for that can be whatever. For example, the nature of the project, the nature of the client, or just because you cannot think beforehand what the final features will be. This pricing strategy has been really helpful in cases where the client wants to add some new extra features in the end of the project. Because in that case, I can just say, okay, you know my hourly price, it will take about X amount of hours, meaning you can calculate the final price for the feature. In many cases, it will also make the client think if they actually want those new additional features. Obviously, there is the question how much to charge per hour. And to be honest, there is no specific answer because it really depends on your skill set, portfolio, and the type of clients that you work with. I've heard the rule that you can take the salary, the annual salary of a person with your skill set and just remove the 3 zeros from there. For example, if a developer with your skill set earns about 35,000 euros, take away the 3 zeros and you get the salary of 35 euros per hour. In the end, I urge you to ask just a bit more money than you are comfortable with. So yeah, hourly based pricing. I believe it's simple, logical, and it's easy to explain it to the client. But I believe for freelancers who already have some experience, there are better alternatives. Project-based pricing. A fixed price for the project. That's how I have priced most of my projects. And sometimes I've regretted it, but in most cases, it's been the right thing to do. The thing about project-based pricing is that you have to know what you're going to get involved with. Or at least you have to be motivated to work with the client for their cause, or maybe you just want to try out new technologies and that's what's motivating you. When using this pricing strategy, I urge you to agree on all the requirements with the client. There can be no ambiguities. And trust me, I really mean it. I've been part of projects where we agreed with the client on really broad requirements, and in the end, it resulted in doing tons of extra work. It's especially energy consuming when your and the client's visions do not align. So, in case you're a bit more experienced or you're just super motivated to work on the project, project-based pricing can be a great source of wealth. If you're able to analyze the needs of the project and use lean methods to achieve the results that the client wants, I believe project-based pricing is the way to go. Value-based pricing. Imagine that a small company with lots of growth potential comes to you and says, hey, I need an e-commerce solution. You think for a while and say, okay, I'm going to create the website for free, but I want 10 cents on each sale that you make. In a couple of years' time, the company has grown exponentially and they make about 100,000 sales per month. It means that you will make 10,000 euros every month, basically just for maintaining the website. It's almost like investing, but just through freelancing. And that's what I love about value-based pricing. Usually, only smaller clients agree to such deals, and you probably get smaller initial fee for the website that you built, but it can pay off in the future when the company is successful. In case you're not interested in such risk, there's another way to calculate the fee using value-based pricing. Just ask your client, how many extra sales are you expecting to make using this new website? And then ask, how much is one sale worth? Let's say that the product that the client is selling is worth 1,000 euros. And by building a new website, they expect to get 100 extra sales every year. That means 100,000 euros extra every year. Now, asking, let's say, 25% or 25,000 euros for a website doesn't sound that much because the client will still get the other 75%. Although value-based pricing is so much riskier and it requires better sales and negotiation skills, I urge you to try it out because this is where the big money comes in. Which strategy to choose? To be honest, all the aforementioned pricing strategies are great because in the end, you're getting paid in most cases, but that's another story. I believe that we can draw a connection between pricing strategies and the skill set that one has. Let me elaborate. If you are a beginner, you are just starting out with web development or freelancing, then I recommend to go with project-based pricing. Why? Because firstly, if you take on a project, you may overestimate your skills and there can be unknowns that you didn't expect. Also, if you want to try out new technologies, using project-based pricing is a great way to motivate yourself because, well, you're getting paid for learning. In case you're a bit more experienced, you already know the technologies, tools, and you've done some freelancing gigs, you know what to expect. In that case, you can choose between hourly-based pricing and project-based pricing. Regarding hourly-based pricing, it's simple and it's really easy to explain it to the client. You get paid for the hours that you put in. Whereas with project-based pricing, if you agree on some specific price and you are able to deliver it faster, you save time and get more money for it. As said before, project-based pricing is the strategy I usually make use of because I mostly work on smaller websites and I know what those projects are all about. Compared to hourly-based pricing, where I sell my time, by using project-based pricing, I can get more money for less time. And my favorite one, value-based pricing. I love it because it can bring in passive income, but it's also the hardest one because not only do you need development skills, you also need to be able to sell your ideas, be a really good negotiator, and have a really good product thinking. Using this pricing strategy, you will also have to work more on the websites after the launch because it's basically up to you to make sure that the website converts to new clients. But when it does and when it flies off, you can make some really nice amounts of money. Conclusion. Pricing yourself as a developer can be tough, and it really depends on your skills, your clients, and your portfolio. Which one to choose? Well, based on my experience, if you want security and simplicity, go for hourly-based pricing. If you already have some experience and you know what you're going to deal with, go with project-based pricing. And if you know the business and believe in the client and their cause, you can try out value-based pricing. No matter which option you will choose, I urge you to think about what are your choices before agreeing on the price. So this is it, guys, my video about freelancing and pricing strategies. If you did like this video, then please do hit the subscribe button below so other people could also learn about this challenge and gain some insights how to improve themselves as a developer. I'm going to be talking a bit more about freelancing in upcoming videos, like how I manage my workflow, how I deal with clients, and so on. So definitely come back to this channel. With all that said, I thank you for listening and see you in the next video. Bye!